Hi everybody, it's Marie from Sunshine Faith Real Estate Investments again. If you hadn't gotten a chance to see the part 1 and part 2, I'm just going to kind of give you a quick overview. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. So here it goes. The quick overview is basically I was trying to purchase a building and have multifamily units in it, and have storefronts on the very bottom of it and live in one of those units. And I've had 3 contractors come out to the building, and they continue to tell me that the price is going up, up, and up, and somewhere over $1 million possibly. So then as we began to get an appraisal, then I start having problems with the mortgage company. So here's this third part, the money problems. So right after that third contractor went out, after the third contractor went out, I contacted the loan gentleman, and he still didn't seem to have a problem. He said about getting an appraisal, and I should have let him get an appraisal then. But then all of a sudden, y'all, I know we're in the middle of a pandemic and people are human and things happen. But my mortgage man, y'all, he had to have open heart surgery. And so when I was calling him or emailing him, he wasn't responding. So it had been over a week, almost 2 weeks, and I hadn't heard from him because I didn't know. And so that's 2 weeks kind of without knowing. Remember, I was under a 30-day contract to figure out what was going on with the inspection. 2 weeks is about 14 days, y'all. So that's half of the time right there. And I had already spent a week with the finding contractors to come out there. So what I did is I just found someone from his same company and told them what was going on, and they were going to help me because since we are in the middle of a pandemic, so many things have been happening. And so I called this other employee at his company, at the company, but at a different location, and they were going to help me. Well, I had spoken to them before, and they had a specialist in their division who was a renovation specialist too. Y'all, that gentleman died that was working with me. And so then the lady also at this other division who was taking over for him, she said she'd help me, and so I was like, okay, I found somebody who can help me go ahead and process this loan. And so the next thing I know, I get off the phone with her. I tell her what was going on and everything. And so she told me she was going to call me back, and some days go by, and then about a week goes by. And so I call her back. Y'all, she either quit or was let go by the company. So then, by that time, I talked to a secretary at this other branch, and she sends me to another branch of the same company. It's a mortgage company, so somewhere closer. And so I talked to this gentleman, and he's so nice, and he's like, I'm your man. I was like, ooh, thank you, Lord. And because it was a struggle. And so finally, when this guy is going to help me, the original mortgage guy tells me what was going on. And I told him that, because open heart surgery is nothing to play with, y'all. I told him this other gentleman said he'd help me and not to worry. Well, y'all, the other gentleman said he was going to help me, but as soon as he tells me he's going to help me, I call him back to ask a question about ordering the appraisal. I don't hear from him for like 5 or 6 days. He tells me, I actually call him on, I want to say it was a Friday, it was a Thursday. I called him on a Thursday, and he didn't realize it, but he answered the phone, and I could just hear him talking in the background. And so when I did speak to him on, I think it was the next Monday, he told me he had a family emergency. Well, when I listened for the little time I did listen, it didn't sound like a family emergency. Well, okay, so when he did call back that Monday, I didn't say anything about me hearing him on the phone. He still doesn't know to this day I heard him. But he questions whether I can even purchase the building and has to contact other people to find out what I could actually use the Homestyle Renovation mortgage for. So that takes some more days. Y'all, we're coming so close to 30 days, I don't know what to do. My realtor's calling me. I can't get these people to answer the phone. These people are talking about $1 million, and I'm like, what in the world do I do? And now the mortgage man, I think I knew more than he did about the 203K. And so while he's supposedly contacting people to find out, I'm having to call him to figure out what's my next step. Finally, he says that I can use a building and buy a building with the Homestyle Renovation, but now I need a write-up before he can even send an appraiser out. Y'all, I was tired. I was so tired. Frustrated, tired, and just worried. So at that point in time, actually, now that I think about it, that third contractor told me he could get me a write-up, but he needed an architect in order to do that. So I think I had about a week or so left to get an architect to give me some numbers, or give the contractor some numbers. Well, that meant, y'all, I had to get an architect to come to the building. Y'all, an architect to come to the building to talk to the contractors was worse than getting the contractors on the phone. If you want to hear how this goes, go ahead, hit that like button and hit that bell for notifications so you can get updates when I upload new videos. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel, because here comes part 4 with the architects.